man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they let mental illness is supposed to be a certification to get away with anything with the M word or whatever. In other words, they're so incompetent that they're not held responsible for their actions. A lot of it is bullshit. A bunch of it is bullshit, but you really do have people with mental and emotional issues. And like you said, hell, from our history, our whole country and nation suffer from trauma and pain. Who doesn't? Everybody has some type of issues in life. That's just life, or some type of past background issues. But that's no excuse to be not accountable or irresponsible for your actions. And we know right from wrong, what's moral and immoral. That never changes. Okay, but it's the community. I guarantee you, if this was done in a certain community, the situation would have been handled off the rip.
Oh, look, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. It's like the incentive to get something done. Look. A matter of fact, you ain't got to say a certain community. Just flip the roles. Just flip the roles. Black man harassing this white man for years. Somehow we even got to this point that this man has a rap sheet this fucking long, but never been arrested. Let it be that long, and somehow he ends up shooting his neighbor. It wouldn't have been no waiting. It wouldn't have been, we want to do this with the least amount of bloodshed. We want to make sure we get this. Hell no. Man, look, we would have sent beat officers to that house. Like, man, look, call SWAT right now. We ain't even got to get a judge or anybody involved. We ain't even going to go to our higher-ups about this. We going over there right now, and when we tell them all this shit, they're going to be okay with it. Tell me I'm lying.
Man, we would have been under the prison. And then he had the audacity. We're not going in there, busting up in there, pulling out with the Uzis. But like you said, he did it with Breonna Taylor. They did it with various innocent peoples running up in folks' doors. I had a personal encounter that they have the wrong address and kick your door in, and they have the wrong damn door. So ain't nothing stopped you from kicking nobody else's door in. What's stopping you now? I mean, it's ridiculous. They come up with all kind of irrational excuses to justify their behavior and cover their own asses. And at the end of the day, people do what they want to do. Okay, let it be someone close to them, a friend, a family member, a relative, or again in a certain neighborhood. How about in their neighborhood? Certain supremacists and privileged people in life. This shit would have been. They would have nipped this shit off the top. You know what I'm saying? So. People do what they want to do. That's how I look at it. And it's no excuse.